Hello everyone, my name is Dani Gutierrez from the Smart Reporting and Helix Dashboard support team. In this presentation, I will cover how to use the Helix Dashboard's conversion tool. The agenda for this webinar will include the following topics: how the conversion tool works, configuring Smart Reporting to retrieve reports to migrate, creating key access and grant permissions to create content in Helix Dashboards, and finally, a demo with the procedure to configure and migrate reports from Smart Reporting to Helix Dashboards. The conversion tool is a tool that allows the migration of reports from Smart Reporting to Helix Dashboards. This tool can be executed from any computer. The migration of reports with the conversion tool consists of three phases, which are executed through three commands that will be shown later. The migration phases are as follows. In the first phase, the conversion tool retrieves the report list from Smart Reporting, including private and public reports. In the second phase, the conversion tool extracts the metadata of the selected reports. In the third phase, the conversion tool creates reports in Helix Dashboards. The prerequisites for the execution of the conversion tool are as follows. The conversion tool works only with JDK 11. Using any different version will result in errors or crash of the application. The conversion tool is full compatible with the Smart Reporting 2002 Patch 2 for on-premises environment and 2105 Hotfix 8 for SaaS customers. Helix Dashboards version 22.2 and above are compatible with the conversion tool. Smart Reporting requires a license for the conversion tool that allows the extraction of reports lists and metadata. For SaaS customers, create a case to the Smart Reporting support team to validate that the license for the conversion tool is applied. The conversion tool and the Smart Reporting license can be downloaded from the acknowledged article related Conversion Tool to migrate BMC Helix ITSM Smart Reporting content to Helix Dashboards. This will be provided with a link in the reference section at the end of the webinar. The conversion tool configuration is performed in the cliconfig.properties file, which is included in the conversion tool files. The configuration includes the Smart Reporting, Helix portal, and the Helix Dashboards connection details that allows the conversion tool to grant permissions to connect to Smart Reporting, Helix portal, and Helix Dashboards. Also to extract metadata and create content in Helix Dashboards. The cliconfig.properties file is divided into 4 sections, which are identified in the structure as follows. The first section, in orange, shows the connection data for Smart Reporting. The second and third section, in blue, shows the login data for Helix Dashboards and Helix portal. Additionally, tenant ID and secret and access keys. The fourth section in black contains the file path of reports to be migrated. The following steps only apply to on-premises customers. For SaaS customers, please create a new case with the Smart Reporting support team to perform the steps mentioned in the slide. Following these steps will allow the conversion tool to obtain the list and metadata of public and private reports. Step 1. Add the Smart Reporting license for the conversion tool. You can get the license from the knowledge article Conversion Tool to migrate BMC Helix ITSM Smart Reporting content to Helix Dashboards. Step 2. Enable to allow content super user function in the configuration section. Step 3. Enable the content super user function for their system administrator role. Step 4. Add any user with system administrator role to the default organization. The SA admin is not a permitted user to be used with the conversion tool. The connection details for Smart Reporting are configured in the cliconfig.properties file as follows. In the SURL parameter, add the Smart Reporting URL. For the report user parameter, type the username that was added to the default organization along with the add symbol and the customer name as shown in Smart Reporting. For the report password parameter, add the password for the above user. And for client org, type the company name as shown in the Smart Reporting console. As shown in the following structure of the cliconfig.properties file, the connection details corresponds only to Smart Reporting. These are Smart Reporting URL, user, password, and organization name. These are in the first four parameters of the cliconfig.properties file. If during the execution of the conversion tool you notice any problems when extracting report listings or extracting report metadata in Smart Reporting, check again the connection data in the first four parameters of the cliconfig.properties file. Otherwise, feel free to create a new case for the Smart Reporting support team. In the following demo, we will replicate the configuration steps for Smart Reporting. Configuring JDK11 variables. Once you install JDK11, make sure to configure it on the environment variables of your operating system. Go to Environment Variables and add the JDK11 path for Java Home for your user variables and system variables. To download the Smart Reporting license for the conversion tool, go to the article BMC Helix Dashboards Conversion Tool to migrate BMC Helix ITSM Smart Reporting content to Helix Dashboards. Once in the article, scroll to the bottom of the article and click on the desired file, either the Smart Reporting license or the conversion tool. It is worth mentioning that the Smart Reporting license is only compatible with the Smart Reporting 2002 Patch 2 on premises and version 2105 in SaaS environments. Applying the Smart Reporting license. To validate the Smart Reporting license, log into Smart Reporting using the SIAdmin user. Select the default organization and the multi-tenant login. Once in Smart Reporting, go to Menu, Expand Administration, and select License Management. In the License Management, verify that the server course is set as 99. If server course is set as 0, you need to download the Smart Reporting license from the Knowledge article related. Once you download the Smart Reporting license from the Knowledge article, go to Upload License, click on Choose File, and select the license. Click Open, and then select Preview. On the preview window, you will see the summary at the right side of the license management. You will see the new license set as server course as 99. Scroll down and select Submit to save changes. After saving changes, the server course is set now as 99. Now the conversion tool is ready to run on the Smart Reporting. Enabling the Allow Content Superuser function. To enable the Allow Content Superuser function, go to Menu, Expand Administration, and select Configuration. In the Configuration settings, select the Authentication tab. Then expand General Settings and enable the Allow Content Superuser function. Click on Save to save changes. Enabling the Content Superuser function in role. To enable the Content Superuser function in role, go to Menu, then expand Administration. Select Admin Console. In the Admin Console, expand the section Roles. Then, click on the System Administrator role. In the System Administrator role, expand the function Administration. Then, enable the Content Super User. Click on Save. Adding a user to default organization. To add a user to the default organization, go to Menu, expand Administration. Then select Client Organizations. In the Client Organization section, select Default Organization. In the Client Organization, click on the Add button to add a user. In the search field, type the username of the user with the System Administrator role to add it to the default organization. Then click on Save. To prepare the added user, go to Menu, expand Administration, and select Admin Console. Expand the section Users and click on the drop-down menu of the user and click on Edit. On the user profile, scroll down and expand Password. In the password fields, type a new password for the selected user. Then click on Update Password. Once the password is updated, a text will be read below as password updated. Then log out. Log in with the selected user, followed by the @ symbol and the client name. Then type the new password. Click on Login. In the multi-tenant login, select the default organization. In the welcome screen for the user, type the updated password. Then, type a new password, or you can use the same password that was set for the user. Scroll down and click Save Personal Settings. After saving changes, the default page is shown. Now click on Logout. Configuring the CLI config.properties. To configure the CLI config.properties file for the SR URL parameter, set the Smart Reporting URL. In the report user, type the selected user followed by the @ symbol and the client name. For report password, type the updated password on the user profile. For the client org parameter, type the client name as shown on the Smart Reporting console. Save changes on the file. In the following steps, Helix Portal is configured to provide access to Helix dashboards and create content. In the first step, select a Helix Portal user grant group and role permissions for content creation in Helix dashboards. In the second step, create a secret key and access key from Helix Portal. These keys allow the conversion tool to access Helix Portal and Helix dashboards. Copy the created secret and access keys along with the tenant ID. In the third step, grant permissions to the created keys. Once you have completed these 3 steps, Helix Portal is prepared for migration of reports. The connection details for Helix Portal and Helix dashboards are configured in the CLI config.properties file as follows. For the BHD URL parameter, add the Helix dashboards URL. For the BHD user parameter, add the selected user for Helix Portal as mentioned on the previous slide. For the BHD password parameter, add the password for the user added in the previous parameter. For the BHD access key parameter, add the access key created in Helix Portal. For the BHD secret key parameter, add the secret key created in Helix Portal. For the BHD tenant ID parameter, add the tenant ID shown in the creation of the secret and access keys. For the API service URL parameter, add the Helix Portal URL. As shown in the following structure of the CLI config.properties file, the connection details correspond to Helix Portal and Helix dashboards. These are Helix Dashboard's URL, Helix Portal User, Helix Portal Password, Access Key and Secret Key, both created in Helix Portal, Tenant ID, which is the client organization identifier, and finally, the API service or the Helix Portal URL. If during the execution of the conversion tool for the creation of content in Helix Dashboards, you notice any error, check again the connection data and permissions. Otherwise, do not hesitate to create a new case for the Helix Dashboard support team. In the following demo, we will replicate the steps to configure Helix Portal and Helix Dashboards. Creating access and secret keys in Helix Portal. Log in to Helix Portal. On the top menu, expand User Access and select Users and Keys. To validate the user permissions, on the Users tab, search for the user in the search field. Now, click on Actions and select User Options. Click Select over Groups. Confirm that administrators and licensed users are selected for groups. For roles, click on Select and make sure the administrator and report admin are enabled. Then close. To create a key, select the Access Key tab. Then click on Add Key. In the key name, type a name for the new keys. The key type, keep it as Access Key. On Key Expire, select it Never Expires. Click on Confirm. Click on the Copy Key Details. We will need this information to configure the cliconfig.properties file. Create a new notepad. Paste the key details. The key detail is defined first for the access key. The second one is the secret key. And the last is the tenant ID. Save this notepad or keep it opened. To grant permissions to the key, click on Select for Groups. Enable the checkmarks for administrators and licensed user. Click on Confirm. For roles, click on Select. Enable the checkmarks for administrator and reporting admin. Click on Confirm. Configuring the cliconfig.properties. Now let's configure the cliconfig.properties file with the Helix Portal connection details. Type the dashboard's URL on the BHD URL parameter. Type the selected user for BHD user parameter. Type the password for the user on the BHD password parameter. Copy the access key from the notepad and paste it on the BHD access key parameter. Then copy the secret key from the notepad and paste it on the BHD secret key parameter. Copy the tenant ID and paste it on the BHD tenant ID. Finally, type the Helix Portal URL on the API service URL parameter. Save changes. There are three main commands to execute the conversion tool. The first one for reporting listing. The second one for metadata extraction. And finally, the third one for dashboard creation. The first command will create a file all_report_list.csv in the folder where the conversion tool was extracted, which contains the list of private and public reports existing in Smart Reporting. The second command extracts the report metadata of the selected reports from Smart Reporting. The third command will create the selected reports in Helix dashboards. After obtaining the list of reports in the all_report_list.csv file, proceed with the following steps for the migration of selected reports. In the first step, you must create a CSV file in the path where the conversion tool was extracted. In the second step, open the all_report_list.csv file and copy the name, followed by the IDs of the reports to be migrated. In the third step, select the report names and ID. Paste it in the new CSV file and save changes. Each report must be defined one report by name by row, separating the name from the ID by a comma, as shown in the screenshot. Finally, the CSV file created should be added in the cliconfig.properties file in the report CSV path parameter. Each directory should be separated by double backslashes, as shown in the example. It is recommended to migrate no more than 30 reports at a time, as they can severely affect the performance of Smart Reporting and Helix dashboards. As shown in the following structure of the cliconfig.properties file, the parameter where the path to the CSV file is configured is highlighted. Remember that the path must include 2 backslashes between folders. If during the execution of the conversion tool, the extraction of the metadata from Smart Reporting or the creation of dashboards fails, check again that the file is not in use by another application or the path is set correctly. Otherwise, do not hesitate to create a new case with the reporting support team. In the following demo, will be shown the conversion tool execution. Running the conversion tool. To run the conversion tool, open a command prompt window in the folder where you extract the conversion tool. Run the first command to get the list of Smart Reporting reports. You can see in the test that the conversion tool has identified 224 reports in Smart Reporting. When reviewing the conversion tool folder, it can be seen that the file all report list has been created. In this file, you can find the list of reports with the report name, report ID, category, etc. For this example, we will copy the name and ID of the last report in the list. Creating the CSV file. Create a new text file inserting the report name and ID copied from the all report list file, separating the name and ID with a comma. Save the CSV file in the conversion tool folder. Configuring the cliconfig.properties. In the cliconfig.properties file, copy and paste the path where the new CSV file is saved and paste it in the report CSV path parameter. Add 2 backslashes between each directory. Save the changes. Extracting report metadata. Execute the second command to extract the Smart Reporting metadata from the report declared in the CSV file. Creating report in Helix dashboards. Run the third command to create the report in Helix dashboards. Check that the dashboard was successfully created in Helix dashboards. Logging into Helix dashboards. Go to Menu, Dashboards, and filter by the converted tag. You will see that the dashboard has been created. Now let me quickly wrap up. First, we covered planning report conversion, including meeting the prerequisites and an overview of how the tool works. Second, we covered configuring the conversion tool with the parameters from Smart Reporting, Helix dashboards, and Helix portal, and getting those parameters in the cliconfig.properties file. Recall I demoed those steps because getting the parameters correct is a key to a success conversion experience. Finally, I provided more detail and demonstrate how to perform the report conversion. I thank you for your time and hope you found this information useful. I will now leave you with a list of references for more information on this topic. For further references on where to obtain the conversion tool, the Smart Reporting license, as well as the official BMC documentation for the conversion tool and the recommended Java version, please refer to the following links. Thank you for watching. If you need to view this webinar later, do not hesitate to subscribe to the official BMC channel.